This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in pregame with the Marshall head coach. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter and keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Good enough for first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Leaves it in his belly. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Inside, it's Thomas. Got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
On the ground, it's James. Maybe a crease. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
Ready. 129. Mustang. Ready, go.
Wants to throw one first. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage, forcing the incomplete.
Third and long right here. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Williams on the play fake. The throw. Out wide right, it's Stevens. At the 45 on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a pro.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
and you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. He got it, back corner of the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick give, it's Thomas. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On the draw, it's James. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. On third down, he drops the throw. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hits inside, it's James. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Might as well run him again. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Grant. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side, it's Thomas. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Second and long here. From the gun, it's Thomas. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Out wide right, it's Beasley. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Straight ahead, it's Thomas. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse, showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
On first down from their own 22. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throwing, Williams. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Williams looking for a man. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes a connection. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Running inside, it's Meadows. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
They'll run him again. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Play fake, Williams. Right side, it's Stevens. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Williams. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Plows his way ahead. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Williams. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Right down the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Williams to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They got it, it's blocked. There he goes. The 30. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Williams. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 6 team, the Missouri Tigers.
And the returner will be dragged down.
And it's the Badgers, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Second down, going to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Williams fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots, so you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
The run inside. It's Meadows. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Turns it upfield. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. On the move from inside, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on second down for this offense.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. That delay of game penalty took them out of second and short. Here they come needing 8.
Ready? Go, go.
Williams. Setting up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Williams looking for a man. Right side, it's Meadows. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Play action with Williams. Flush to the left. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On the draw, it's Thomas. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Third and 6 yards to go. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They're going to test the right side with this one. Across the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hurd! He got a step and just dusted the field. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Grant. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Let's go.
A run for the quarterback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
Ready, go.
Needs it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Quick give. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On the option. Quick toss. At the 35, he's loose. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll go to the counter. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Had to force that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Right back to the well. He's past the marker. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight. Taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
Got enough for the first down. On the move at the 30. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.